Today we're going to be looking at a GRIXIS mid-range deck. Now the objective of today's deck is to play a handful of creatures that have great effects and abilities tied to them to help control the game, and then supplementing those abilities with some great control spells. The idea is to grind your opponent out, hopefully grabbing the victory just by outvaluing the opponent. Now the build around here is Solkanar. If you guys don't know, it's a 5/5 GRIXIS creature, has 4 abilities attached to it, and the way it works is you use one of those abilities on your end step until all 4 of them have been achieved. The last one is to give the Solkanar to your opponent, which is not great. So we've got a way to exploit that. We've got 3 great cards: Rona's Vortex, Planar Incision, and Aether Channeler. All 3 of these cards are great with Solkanar because the Rona is going to be able to bounce it back to our hand once our opponent has it for 1 mana, which is great. Aether Channeler, somewhat of the same effect. You play it, it bounces it back into our hand, allowing us to replay it again. But the best way to do things here is this Planar Incision. It is essentially going to allow us to blink the Solkanar for 2 mana at instant speed, putting a 1/1 counter on it, and thus resetting all 4 of its abilities, which is really kind of a broken mechanic. We've also got some other really unique spells in this deck. We've got things like Urtai Resurrected and Hostile Takeover. Urtai is a great way to obviously counter and kill things, but Hostile Takeover is a sweeper nobody's using right now. We can basically make our Urtai into a 4/4 and maybe take, let's say, your opponent's Shieldred, making it a 1/1, and then sweeping the board, hopefully allowing us to get through with a lot of power. The deck is a lot of fun. There'll be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video. I know it's kind of strange, so if you want to stick around for that, I don't blame you. And in the meantime, there's a link below for the full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps a ton. I'd greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, guys, enjoy today's video. We'll see you back here at the end. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to an absolute certified banger of a video today. This is going to be a Grixis deck that works off of it's more of a mid-range deck that has creatures that help control the board, and we're going to be exploiting things like this the Solkanar that we have here in hand. We're going to be looking to exploit this card today. It's a card that's very unique in that it allows you to do a bunch of really cool things, but then you give it away to your opponent. Well, we have ways to exploit the ability to give to the opponent by not allowing that to happen. We can blink it in and out of play. We can also, vortex it back to our hand. There's a lot of really cool things we can do, but we're hoping today we can showcase something really cool that's pretty unique. We've played a couple of games so far, and it feels absolutely fantastic. Like, this deck feels really solid. I'm going to go ahead and transform this right away. Look at the opponent's hand. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. And that is an interesting card. It allows them basically to bring in this creature and then attach an equipment to it, or like an aura to it right away, from their hand or graveyard, which is really quite the effect. All right. Now remember, we do have Menace here, so we've got a really good attack still. And I do have a great kill spell as well, and bounce effect. I mean, we've got a lot of really good control cards in hand here to allow us to keep beating our opponent down. They're actually Mardu. Interesting. Mardu colors. A lot of basics in their deck too. More than I would ever run, that's for sure. All right, that's fine. A lot of cards in hand already from the opponent doing their thing. They're taking quite a bit of a beatdown, though. Rabbit Battery, okay. Well, we are going to get down a Solkanar and blow up something, so we'll probably take out that Rabbit Battery. Reconfigures for 1. Just got to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it looks like an easy Solkanar for us here, and we attack in for 3. And we'll definitely blow this up. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. We don't want to see that around. But they can attach that actually to their 5 mana creature that they bring in. But even that's not that scary. It'll be a 5/5 with haste. With lifelink 2 though, that's actually not great. Maybe I shouldn't have blown that up. Maybe I should have gone for the yeah, maybe I should have gone for another play there. It's also got first strike. That's a bummer. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a mistake on my end there for that one. We're going to give them the 5 damage. They gain 5 life. All right, we are going to play this and kick it right away. That way we can get the full 5 off of it here to kill the Vanala's Hope. Kill any hope that they may have here. They might crew up their Bank Buster off of this, but... Yep, they crewed the Bank Buster. Oh, that's a card right there. That's a card right there. No attacks, because then they'd be able to double and triple block, and I don't really want that to happen, especially when I have a really great sweeper next turn. No attacks. Let's go right into this. We're gonna draw a card, I think. It's not a bad card. All right, we didn't play this game optimally at all, which feels bad, but you know what? It's all good. Giving them the Rapid Battery was just such a bonehead move on my part. I knew what their card did. I just didn't think far enough ahead to realize that's what was gonna end up happening there. Looks like they have an answer for the Solkanar, which really feels bad if that's the case, because I have the protection in hand, but can't get it off until next turn. Plus, we're looking to sweep next turn too, which means we wouldn't be able to do it again. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I want a land. I want a land off the top, because if I get a land, I can sweep comfortably and still do the planar incision. No land. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to focus in on the planar play, because this is going to exile the following turn. But is that a bad thing though? No, it's not, is it? It's not. All right. All right, we get the attack through here. We've got a clear board now. We're going to hit him for 9. That's a lot of damage to be taking. Opponent doesn't have anything. They are going to create a 1/1 blocker here, but it can only hit the Solkanar, so no damage there for us being taken off the Revealing Eye. We would have lost that if it didn't have Menace. But next turn. Okay, next turn, what we're going to be doing here, guys, is we're going to attack in with everything, and then we'll bounce the Solkanar with the planar, and then we'll be able to reset it basically. So it's gonna be nice. I also have a backup here with the Aether Channeler. I can bounce it back to my hand that way too. All right, they kicked this twice and they're gonna blow up the Concealing Curtains. That's fine. A lot of life being gained that way though. Respect to him for that play. It's a fantastic top deck there. If I kick this 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not enough to do the planar play, so I just got to play it straight up without kicking. Blow this up, take away their ability to gain lifelink here, but they are going to crew up one of their Bank Busters off of this, potentially both of them, it looks like. Which is fine, because I have a Vortex too. I'm gonna win this game. It's just a matter about how clean I can make this. All right, we're gonna attack with both here. They probably are super excited thinking that they're gonna get the Solkanar here. That's fine. It was gonna die regardless. A-okay, they take the 5. Do one of these. All right, and now Solkanar is back on the battlefield, and it acts as though it just entered, so it's gonna have the abilities all over again. So let's go ahead and do one of these, kill you. That takes away their ability to draw cards for a while. They can obviously trigger it now to draw 1 card and eat their treasure, but it does take care of the Bank Buster for the future, and we have another 6/6, Solkanar. So that's really nice. And then on top of that, I have 2 other spells here. One of them able to protect, the other one able to bounce this token and just get through for the lethal damage. Opponent does have a full hand here though, which is a bit scary. It's a bit scary. See what happens. Let us see what Little Squirt does. Okay, that's a card. Not good enough though. That's definitely not good enough. It seems like our opponent here is somewhere between mid-range and aggro, and they just are a little too slow. Okay, they get that rabid battery. I mean, this is good. They filled up the board there pretty quickly on this turn. Bit of a bummer. Can I close here? That's the big question. Can I close this game if I vortex something right here now? I don't think so. It's unfortunate. Ooh, another Solkanar. Don't think that's going to be very helpful, but you never know. All right, let's swing through here. I'm sure the opponent is going to crew their Bank Buster and make a couple of double, triple block type situations. I have the Vortex. I'm hoping they make the mistake of not putting enough creatures onto us. Okay, that's fine too. I was going to say, because I can Vortex away most of their junk. If I Vortex, it's 3-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're hoping that we hit a land then with this, right? Come on, land. Because I'd really like to be able to kick this. So let's go ahead and hope this card right here comes off the top as a land. Bang, it does not. That's okay. It's a good card. It's a good card to say the least. And let's do the 2 life. Because we can just blink the Solkanar and then end the game next turn with its passive ability like that. If they don't gain any life, of course, which is definitely a likely thing to happen here. We afforded them way too much life gain early on. Rona's Vortex still a very good card here, though, because they are looking to potentially attach equipment, and I could just bounce something back to their hand. They obviously kick this for the full amount. That's a bummer. It's a lot of life being gained on our opponent's end. See what they do with their attacks here, because I wouldn't mind enchant creature as long as enchant creature gets 1/1 for each vehicle control. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can bounce that later. They're doing a good job. They're hanging in there, man. They are annoying, that's for sure. Good on them. Good on them. Solkanar just quite a beast of a card, though. I'll tell you what. It looks like they're potentially going to crew here, and if they do, that means they intend to attack, which is a good thing for us because we can just bounce with Planar on the Solkanar and look to catch them off guard here. That's unfortunate because I can't kick this now, which means I'm gonna either have to give up 9 damage and 9 life gain to them, or I can just bounce it now. That's a bummer, man. Wait, they leave it back? Okay, that's a huge win for us. Did not expect that, that's for sure. Okay, so we can actually Rona's Vortex and still kick it to get this completely gone and out of the way. I did not expect our opponent to do that. You know, I think this is honestly more annoying than this. Because right now this is just a 4/4, right? Vehicles, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It gives them a little bit of a buff on a couple of things, but I think the fact that they can keep crewing that over and over is going to annoy me way more. All right, they really should have thought about attacking in there with that, and they're going to regret it. All right, we swing in for 6. They definitely have to block. They lose their Stormseeker. We're starting to thin out the board here a little bit. Little by little, we're taking care of everything. And we are definitely going to destroy you again. Hopefully they don't have another hope in hand where they can bring that back. That'd be annoying. I could blink it one more time though, which could block, so there's hope. There's hope for me. All right, that's annoying. Another one, huh? Didn't I just take care of 2 of these? One, and then I put another one at the bottom, didn't I? Yeah. Jeez, they found a 3rd one, huh? How frustrating. Well, we're running out of things to do with Solkanar, because if we blink it again to block here, I mean, we're resetting the clock again pretty early, and I'd hate to do that, but it feels like the right thing to do, if I'm being honest. Any chance I can take to get another creature out, I will take it. I think that's the way I should be going about this. That's a good find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. We'll go full 5 here. Nice. We get a vortex. That's clutch. That's actually really clutch. Let's see what they do with this attack here. They eat it. Okay. Which means that I can just do 3 damage to the token. Don't need the vortex, which is great. I think we're going to win this game. It's just a matter of time. It's just a very slow burn, as you would say. Now, bouncing the Wrath is not beneficial to us here, because then they just come in and kick it again and do their thing. This is the only card really keeping them in this game. And, okay, well, now there might be a reason to bounce it. Or boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. They do attack. Okay. So they're dishing me 5 damage. They're going to 9. We're going to 3. And then we hit them for 6. Or I could just do the vortex. I hate giving this back to their hand, though. You know what I mean? Because, again, next turn they kick it. But at least this puts them in a spot where it's going to be like, okay, you're looking at lethal now. So GG's. All right, cool. We closed it out. A lot of life gain from the opponent, which really kept them in there a little too long for us, but a very good game nonetheless. So GG. Solkanar, an absolute powerhouse creature, man. I'm glad we didn't have to give it away though. That would have been a nightmare. If I would have ran out of ways to blink that thing because the game was going so long, that would have been a nightmare to have to hand that over. It's pretty much GG's if that happens. This is actually really good. It's actually really good. All right. And we get to go first. Love that. Let's see what the opponent has in store for us. By the way, guys, I know I wore it a couple of days in a row now, but this freaking Black Clover jersey is fire. It says Black Bulls on it, and then it has the Black Bulls logo. Check this out. It's got the clover. So cool. These jerseys were awesome. The best gift I think my wife's ever given me, to be honest. As far as like, I don't know. I just enjoy it a lot. All right. We'll be wearing the Planeswalker one next video, I think. All right, let's go ahead and play out the old 2-1 here. Let's draw a card. Nice, it's a land. That's what we needed. We got to get to the Solkanar because we can really start putting some pressure on him. Rona's Vortex is fantastic. Yeah, I figured it was going to be something like that. I did anticipate that. It's a bit of a bummer, but we will be seeing you forever. And no attacks. We got to leave back blocks for in case there's any hasty things that we can actually block. I don't think there's going to be anything that a 2-1 can block, honestly, but look at that. We drew out a play with fire on it, so that's good. It got its money's worth. A card for a card. All right, Solkanar, do your thing. You know what, though? That might have been a little early on the Solkanar. Because now we really got to make sure we find the bounce mechanics. There we go. Perfect. That'll work. That'll work. That can put it right back into my hand and reset it that way. So we'll take it. Now, if an opponent plays any creatures from here going forward, Solkanar's got the ability to blow it up with a 3-powered blast to the face. And they do give up a Reckless Stormseeker. That's good. Gonna give it up, huh? They're probably pretty confused as to why I attacked there, and they're about to find out. That would be why, my friend. That would be why. All right, and I got a bounce mechanic here as well, so that'll be good. I also can gain life here. We'll be seeing you. All right, let's go steal their Stormseekers so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Seeing as that's what they're going to want to play here off the top of their deck. Okay. They got some good stuff in there, though. Good things in their hand. Wait. Did I skip? Oh, I think I skipped over the step to go check their deck. Did I really skip over? What a dumb I am, huh? Shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to jump over that effect. My B. But hey, anyways, we close out here pretty easily. Mono red gets absolutely dominated. Absolutely dominated. And then I have a planer in hand, so now I could have done one of two things. I could have bounced the creature back to our hand with the Aether, or I could have planered. I had two ways to get this to get recasted here. I probably would have gone with the planer, but GG's nonetheless. Yo, this deck is pure fire. I'm just being honest. This deck is pure fire. I'm really enjoying this one. I never even really knew about this Grixis card, the Soul. You know, I saw it one time, the Soul Canard. I saw it one time on the ladder like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And I did see it during the pre-release, like when they were doing the pre-release spoilers and stuff like that, and it didn't really dawn on me as a good card. But dude, I'm really glad I tried it. I'm really glad I tried it. Well, there goes our fires. It's a very cool card, though. Definitely a very cool card and a very cool concept. Another mono black deck. I've been seeing a lot of mono black today. Virus Beetle. Ooh, okay. Well, these two cards can help me draw cards, so I think we go with that being our card to discard. And we look to draw some more cards here. All right. This is going to be annoying. It's going to be a lot of hand hate. I would imagine Liliana's probably next. Yep, that's annoying. That is about as annoying as it gets right there, ladies and gentlemen. I can transform to Concealing Curtains, though. Hopefully hitting something good. That's not bad at all. Come on. Something good. God, how annoying is this, guys? How annoying is this? This is like the perfect hand against us, huh? Because this blocks things very well, which I need to be able to deal with. These hit my hand. The rest is... Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I think just getting the damage through is the play, man. We gotta look to get this damage through. The rest is gonna hit our Silver Scrutiny, which is an absolute bummer. And then from there, they're just gonna cast the Beetle, and then I have no hand. So that's fun. That's really fun. We're having a good time playing Magic, guys. Good time. That's a good card, but if I had the mana to cast it, maybe. But as of right now, we're just gonna keep swinging through for 3. Keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Well, if we lose this one, we lose this one. We didn't exactly get to play Magic, so not too upset about it. Infernal Grasp. Ouch. Okay. Another good card if I had the mana for it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let them hit me with their creatures here. I don't want the Tenacious Underdog being able to keep coming back from the graveyard, so we got to answer it with the Vortex. Got it. Can you tell I'm frustrated? What is the other option on here? Exile target zombie, huh? Interesting. That's also not terrible. That's actually not terrible. I can blink it, draw another card, and it'll become a 3/2. I think I like that. And then we can block the Beetle. Great, they got a Liliana. That's fun. Oh, they actually took Shieldred instead. Even better. Even better. All right, let's go ahead and go here. Draw a card. Okay. It's something. It is something. All right, we attack in. Boom, boom. Get him down to 9. I mean, we're still in this game. It's just frustrating. That's all. It's just hella frustrating. All right, we don't want to take the damage, so we're going to do this now. Come on. It's a land. That's something. Gosh darn it, man. We take the 3. We take the 2. Oh, these tap lands, bruv. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do because we're gonna have to cycle out the Xander's Lounge, and then Shieldred's gonna deal more damage. So we're pretty toast here. We're pretty toast. Bummer. What a lame sauce game this was, huh? Let's take the 2. Pretty sure that's lethal. 6 or 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Hold on now. Hold on a minute. No, we're dead. Forgot about Shieldred's second trigger here. You know what? We go down on our own shield. We don't care about your Shieldred. Oh, GG's, man. Oh, discard is annoying. Discard is really fun to play. Really not fun to play against. On to the next. All right, so I just got the discard treatment, which made me really sad, but my wife bought me a cream slushie from Sonic, so now I'm happy. So, and who really won here? Who won that last game? I think I did. Allergies suck, guys. I would not advise them. If you guys were ever thinking about getting allergies, don't do it. All right, what do we got here? We may want to blow that up with the Fires of Victory. Good chance that I may want to do that. That's annoying, but that's a card that I would rather get rid of with the Vortex, because the Vortex can send it away permanently, as opposed to it coming back from the graveyard. All right, let's draw a card here. We got to hit a land. We do. Now the Vortex is ready to go. And it's a Jukai Naturalist. Not fun, not fun. Ooh, a Scrutiny. I love that. All right. Let's pass the turn. We're just going to instant speed our way out of this mess. We've got a lot of really good options here. Countering that seems like a pretty fun idea. What do you say? What do you say, Hollowed Hunting? Wanna just get out of here? Weaver of Harmony, pretty annoying. I would like to find my Sweeper at this point. My Sweeper seems like a pretty fun card to find. Vortex still a very powerful option here for us. I have 2 of them now though, so maybe we do this. Maybe we go 2 cards here, try to find the land drop. Nice. And it's a red source though. Not nice. Okay, well that backfired. No attacks. I was hoping for a blue source there, and then I could just run as Vortex with the 1 there. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. This is all fine. I meant for all this to happen. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're not fine. We're not fine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you won't. You won't. Oh, they did. All right, they did. They called my bluff. All right. Now what? Ladies and gentlemen, now what? That's a great question. Now what? Okay, if we play this, we gotta bank on, well, if we draw a card that's on the end step, we're dead here, huh? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. All right. We're not dead yet. Not yet. See ya. See ya. Freaking see ya. All right. Okay, that's fine. Gain your 2 little life. Gain your 2 little life. Let's see if you can get me for this 1 damage though. That's gonna be the real trick. Can you pull it off? All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. What to do? I think it is going to be the Sulkanar. I think this is a little aggressive on my end. I'm very well aware of this, but I think it's the right play. We have 2 creatures out here with a total toughness of 9. Shouldn't be able to get the the Kami through. We'll see. 1 HP gang, rise up. Here we go. Broncos country, rise up. All right, sorry. I'm trolling. All right, give me 3. Those are good cards. No attack. Definitely gonna want to gain some life here. And we've got a sweeper now, guys. Sweepers online. Weaver of Harmony. That's fine. Again, as long as we can sweep the board here, we're gonna be fine. Oh, they're gonna just stack the Kami here, huh? That's annoying. Okay. Can we get the Kami with 2 counters on it? We get it to a 1/1. It has 2 counters. It brings it down to a 3. Yeah, we can kill Kami here. Let's go. Kami. Yeah, we'll see ya. All right, now though, we have to find a way to blink this or bounce it back to our hand next turn. If we don't, we have to Rona's Vortex it, which would feel pretty bad. Okay. Double Solkanar seems fine because I can then send a Solkanar into the play and then legendary rule it out. So that's pretty good. Or that. That also works really well. Okay. Send it on in. Oh wow, they block. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. What you got in your hand there? Something going on in there. A lot of green sources, I'm guessing. Yeah. There we go, up to 5, guys. We're doing this. That was quite the climb back to get back into this game, but you know what? We're here. We are here. All right. Ooh, that's a good card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do it up towards 5, or I can just go ahead and let's just attack here. See what they do with this. They may block. They don't block. Okay. No blocksies for the opponent here. This gives counters. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 2 target creatures. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Silver Scrutiny here, and then Silver Scrutiny, and then Vortex away this token. Is there really a reason to Vortex it away though? I mean, it's not going to be able to get through our wall. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen here? We'll see. Spirited Companion. That's annoying because it's going to find him another spell. And if it's another enchantment, it triggers the Hallowed Haunting again. Yep, there it goes. There it goes, doing the thing. But it's okay. We have another sweeper, so I'm chilling on that. Yeah, they can't get the 2/2 through the 0/4 wall, so we're fine. And then we should be able to just close here, to be honest. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Got some lands. We got some lands. Okay, so let's transform this first. Aight. And then we go here. Well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, does it? Do it like so. GG's, my friend. GG's. That was a crazy game. Holy cow. We closed it out after being down all the way to 1 HP early on. Talk about a comeback of the century, huh? Let's go. All right, here we go. One last game to close out the video. I hope you guys have been enjoying today's video, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. This deck has been a ton of fun. Not too sure what I want to do with the rest of the week yet, to be honest. Not too sure. There are some cards that I wanted to touch on. There's the one card that's a 3-mana 3/3 that has the ability to lifelink and then draw you cards when you gain life. I want to do something around that card. It is a Bant card, so I have to do something around Bant with that, but that seems pretty interesting. The opening hand here that we have is really, really nice, especially going first. Got the Vortex, got the Solkanar. Just waiting on the opponent here. Sorry about that. But hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, man. I just want to give you guys a huge shout out as always for making it this far into the video. It does absolutely mean the world to me, man. Support has been absolutely crazy on the channel lately. So, you know, I've got to always, whenever I get a little break like this, I like to give my thanks to you guys for watching. It really is mind-boggling at how many of you guys are actually out there watching this video right now. Sometimes I don't stop and think about that enough. It's pretty wild. And yeah, just got to give my thanks, man. Appreciate your support, guys. Looks like the opponent, though, is going to be roping us, unfortunately, in our very last game. There may be an edit here. All right, it appears the opponent is back. We'll see. We shall see. They didn't use up their full timer on that rope, so yeah, they're probably back. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. A silver scrutiny is very helpful. Very, very helpful. Another enchantments deck, huh? Okay. Another one. All right, let's go ahead and drop this bad boy down here. Rona's Vortex is so helpful here. Being able to kick it and bounce this back to the, you know, bottom is really what we wanted to try to do last game, but that is annoying. Visitor. Okay, so yeah, sweeper would be really nice. No blocks. Let's see if we can get away with you know, somewhat of the same type of a game as last time. We were cutting it very close last time, so let's hope we can get through this together here. I'm hoping they invest a little bit more into the Kami like the last player did. Who knows? This could be the same person. I didn't actually catch the name on the last person, but who knows? All right, they're looking at the Channeler, which, I mean, if they're going to waste an exile mechanic on it, by all means, I invite that play. Hollowed Haunting, I would imagine, at this point. I don't have a good answer for it either, which is a bummer. Would love a Urtai to counter it, but... Cigar to Splendor. That's just as bad, honestly. That is just as bad. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna kill their Jukai Naturalist. And do that. That seems fun. That seems like a fun plan. All right, let's go Sulknar. Let's go. What do we do here? The 2 life is not going to get him below the 21, so let's just go ahead and take care of the visitor for now. They've got a lot of cards in hand to work with now, though. Cigar to Splendor is quite the card. And they have a tendency to unload their hand here very quickly, so... I'm really happy about that play we just made. That's not a play I would normally see or play through, so I'm really, really happy it worked out for us that way. All right, the opponent's going to get the borrowed time off. Bit of a bummer. This goes up to 25, which does mean our second Sulkanar here, though, is going to keep them from drawing extra cards here. Just by doing that. Keep them off of the extra card draw. Would like them to not interact with our board again. Maybe do their own things here. Maybe try to get their board going. But if they interact with my Sulkanar again, I'm in a lot of trouble here. So wish me luck here. Wedding announcement. That's a card. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to attack. They may double up on me here. They do. They triple. Perfect. Triple block. We'll be seeing ya. All right, and we will draw a card, or yeah, draw a card. Okay. Unfortunately, they draw an extra card too. A little bit of a bummer there. I still like the way things are starting to kind of lean in our direction, it feels like, but it could get out of hand any moment now, so I'm a little nervous. Those are not too scary of cards. Not too scary. Okay, it's getting scary. Oh man, I need to find my sweeper, man. This is getting annoying. All right, what do we do with this, guys? What do we do? 2, 4. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I want to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this for 3. I want to do this for 3 because then that opens the door for some of my removal spells that I may top deck here, and I don't find it. Gosh darn it. All right. Fair enough. It looks like I'm going to have to use a vortex on my own Solkanar to get it back. So we'll pass the turn here. We'll kill you. You're the most problematic card that's keeping me off an attack here. I have the vortex, so if this switches hands here on the next turn, I can bounce it back to my hand. It's just a bummer that I would have to do that. Yikes. Okay, that's a card. I could have tied that, but I instead wanted to draw cards. I thought I could hit at least a removal spell of some sort. I don't know exactly what I was thinking there, to be honest, but nothing in their graveyard that I want to hit. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's a bummer. Let's go here. Let's attack. Let's see what they want to do. They could double and triple block this, which is honestly okay. I have Urtai that I can flash in and maybe kill one of their creatures to trip them up a little bit. They also get this card back, so there's incentive for them not to block and kill it. This is getting tricky, guys. This is getting tricky. The Sigarda Splendor made all the difference in the world for our opponent. That is a card that the last opponent didn't have access to in that last game, and it's been getting them a lot of value here. So plus we didn't exactly find the tools to, you know, bounce the, well, we did. We actually used it in a different way, but all right. We'll kill you, give you an extra card. We'll kill your 2/2/2s, and then we'll look to bounce our Solkanar back to our hand. All right, we'll be taking that back. Thank you. All right, and here you go. The opponent's still on 4 cards, man. I got to get something out of their deck here. I guess the Spirited Companion's pretty good. I would have loved to hit something better, but I don't see a way where they're going to get more cards in the graveyard that are going to be useful to me. Unless, of course, I countered something, but that's a 7/7. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Oh, bummer. Xander's Lounge for Xander's Lounge. All right. All right. right. I don't think I have a way to deal with this Catilda, to be honest. This isn't looking so good for your boy here, guys. Yeah, I guess the only thing I would be able to deal with it is the Rona. Yeah, Rona's pretty much it. Ah, they hit us for 10 there with flying. They're doing the thing. That's a card. That is a card. It buys me a little bit of time, I suppose. All right. I'm all about buying some time here. Okay, no attacks. End our turn. Let's deal the 3 damage here. That should bring everything back down to earth, right? Hopefully it does. Okay. 2 more cards. Sigarda Splendor just absolutely destroying me right now. I think they realized they should spread the damage out here, which is a bummer. I was hoping they'd just commit to the 10 over the top, but it looks like they're going to commit to the 4/4, which is the smart play to do. So good for them. This would have been a snap decision if they didn't, you know, think this through. They're clearly thinking about it, which means they will land on the 4/4 almost guaranteed. It's just the right choice. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, or not. They did go to the Catilda. Even better. Even better. And what's nice too is that they don't play an enchantment this turn or cast an enchantment to get another spirit. What's going to happen for them is I am going to be able to block. Well, that's unfortunate. Is Catilda is not an enchantment. Yikes. So everything's going to get flying. Yeah, I can't win now. Bummer. Bummer, I can't win now because even if I bounce the Catilda, I'm going to take the damage over the top, which I guess in this case isn't lethal. Oh, well, that's a spirit. Yeah, it is lethal now. That's also an enchantment and a spirit. Okay, that's game, guys. That is going to do it. GG's. Well, we tried our best. I think we had some really, really good games with this deck, to be honest. I really enjoyed this one. It has obviously some holes in its game. It would have been really easy to deal with this deck, I think, if I would have been able to answer that Sigarda Splendor. Maybe some more ties in the deck. It makes a little more sense because it seems like that's the card that would have stopped all of this from cascading and happening to us. Because if we could have countered the Sigarda Splendor, they never would have got all that extra card advantage and all that extra life gain. But all right, they're slow rolling and it's really kind of annoying. GG's. All right. Let's go ahead and break this thing down though, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let's break it down. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to break the deck down and talk about it a little bit in full. But before I do so, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who made it this far into the video. I do appreciate it a ton. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for that. I do very much appreciate it. And with that being said, though, let's take a look at today's build. Let me get a quick sip of water real fast. All right. Solkanar, this is the card in question here. This is the card I wanted to play today. A card I seen someone else play one time and kind of fell in love with it. It has some great abilities attached to it. The fact that you can play this out and passively just do what you need to do, like let's say there's nothing on the board, right? You can just draw a card, or you know, you need that little bit of life gain, or there is a threat on the board that you want to deal with. You can kind of pick and choose over time. Passively without having to spend your mana or resources. These things just happen, which is great, which is why this card has that last ability attached to it, which is to give it to your opponent, because this card is kind of busted. So you got to kind of balance it out with that. So we did have to exploit this thing today, which is why I wanted to try to play this card. I wanted to see if we could play this without somehow ever giving the opponent the Solkanar, and ran across this little card right here, the Planar Incision. This was the second card put into this deck for this purpose. The fact that we can instant speed bounce this thing for 2 mana is kind of crazy, and giving it 1/1 counters is nuts, because we can essentially use this thing to blink it after we've attacked with it the turn prior, bringing it back as a viable blocker, and then resetting the clock on it. Kind of insane, especially when your opponent's kind of banking on them themselves grabbing the Solkanar the following turn. So that's really, really fun. And then the rest of the deck I knew had to be kind of more of a control shell, but we do want to kind of work the beatdown plan, the burn plan. Like we just want to grind them out, you know, dealing that incremental damage throughout time. all while protecting ourselves and controlling the board. So we've got a bunch of creatures that can do those types of things. We kick things off with Concealing Curtains, a card that can, you know, hit your opponent's hand, take something very key that might be hurting us, some sort of sweeper effect or whatever it may be. Revealing Eye can take that out, and at the same time, it's a 3/4 body with Menace. That's an absolute beater, man. This thing can do some serious damage. And then I landed also on the Aether Channeler, because if we're going to be bouncing things with the Planar Incision, it's another great card that I can bounce because it has some great options for you if you want to be drawing cards or doing, you know, whatever, creating birds. Whatever you need this card to do, you can do it. Mostly it's in the deck, though, to bounce the Sulkanar back to your hand when it's ready to go. But this card is really, really cool. Obviously, you get to see it with the Planar Incision, and it's pretty solid to you know, bounce as well. Urtai seemed like a no-brainer for me because it's another great card that I've been seeing actually a lot of. A lot of people do enjoy this card a ton. Being able to counter things or kill things is great. The downside of allowing your opponent to draw a card does kind of suck, but you know what? If you pick off the right card, it doesn't really matter. You should get a ton of value out of this thing. And then the Spider. The Spider wasn't too bad either. This is another way to supplement the Sulkanar win con, because the Silent Spider could end up grabbing you one of your opponent's best cards. And let's just say the Concealing Curtains does, you know, discard a card out of their hand that's really good. You can go ahead and steal it with the Spider, which is fantastic. So this was a really great addition to the deck as well. And again, another card that if you do bounce it, you know, or, you know, bounce it in and out of play, you can get some really great value out of this thing. So I thought those were a great handful of creatures that could easily win you the game, but it wasn't enough to get them all the way through. When you're talking about things like mono green or things that go wide, it's gonna be hard to get a lot of this stuff through, because we run 1 or 2 creatures here and there with a couple control spells. So we do need a good sweeper. And I wanted to try out Hostile Takeover. This thing has been eyeing me for the longest time. I've been looking at this as a really cool sweeper for a very long time, and it's rare that I land on Grixis as like a mid-range deck. I do regret not trying this out of my Vampire deck recently. I think it would have been really good, but I really enjoy this card. I think it's a great sweeper because most of the time things are going to be small enough if the board's going wide. And if they're not small enough, let's say we are up against mono black, it takes care of most of the threats except for, like, let's say a Shieldred, right? So we turn that one Shieldred into a 1/1 and take care of the rest of the board. So it does a really good job of answering a lot of things. And I really do enjoy it a lot. And then from there, we've got, you know, again, a handful of control cards. Rona's Vortex made all the sense in the world because we were in Grixis. This card not only bounces, but basically removes something for good off the battlefield on your opponent's side of the field. It's kind of a kill spell of some sorts. And it also helps bounce our Sulkanar. So it works really, really well. I like Fires of Victory here too, because with Fires of Victory, it's a burn spell, but it's as big as you want it to be because it depends on your hand size. And we do run Silver Scrutiny for our card draw of choice. So in the late game, we can draw a boatload of cards, refill the hand, and then Fires of Victory becomes much more threatening. But I do think this deck needs a little bit of work. I don't think it's by any means perfect yet. I would, if you guys are watching this right now, I would advise maybe making your own changes to it, tinkering with it a little bit and see what you can do with it. But the idea of this deck is so much fun, and I enjoyed it a ton, and I hope you guys did as well, because that's what we try to do around here, man. We just try to have some fun, show you guys some cool things. But that is the whole deck list, and I think that's gonna do it. Today's Wednesday, so we are gonna have a live stream tonight. So if you guys want to check out the live stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. We'll be live here at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so come check that out. And in the meantime, before I get out of here, I want to give a huge shout out as always to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the memberships program on this channel, and these people help support the channel through their monthly membership. So thank you so much to them for everything they do for me. It helps out an absolute ton. It keeps the channel going, it keeps the channel afloat, and it keeps the lights on, essentially. So thank you for everything, guys. I do appreciate you for that. But with that being said, that'll conclude today's video. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow or tonight on the live stream. Either way, we'll see you guys back here again next time. Until then, guys, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.